All right, we are back at Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 2015. I'm definitely back. I'm Eric. We got Smitty over there and JC. And we're going to just take a few minutes to take a look at the new DLC that was just released for Super Smash Bros. And kind of go in depth on it. You know, and a lot of people out there have been playing it. They're getting into it. We saw it, actually in effect at Nintendo World Championships live on stage, which was really cool to see. Kind of a fun story about that in a little bit, but. What we're hoping is that, JC is really our, Smash master here in the Treehouse. We thought it'd be fun to kind of go through. I know some people are kind of still discovering what these characters can do. And we thought we'd kick it off with Ryu. So, JC, why don't you give us some of your tips, really go in depth on how people play these characters and really get the most out of them?
You know, for when I kind of approach any kind of game, especially with a game like Smash Bros., where all the characters are so diverse, one of the things when I first started playing Ryu is just the way he handles so differently. Knowing the first thing is you're going to notice the whole tap and hold, having the different things. I mean, I'm only tapping the A button and then I'm just holding it. So knowing how to tap and hold and getting all those different moves out, it's really going to help people.
Yeah, right, and basically all his moves do that. You had, the weak move and then the stronger move if you hold it, and you can kind of combine the two. They do call Ryu the king of combos for a reason.
Well, this is a character that plays completely differently from any other Smash Bros. Character ever, and has some kind of unique things that maybe some people wouldn't know right away that aren't necessarily intuitive. And so, JC, why don't you give us some of the tips that are going to help people play these characters better?
All right, so as far as pro tips, man, if Ryu's one of those characters that you want to always, he has these command inputs, just like Street Fighter, down to forward, fireball motion, you press the A button, and you're going to want to use it every time because you just get more damage. Same thing goes for the red fireballs, things like that. So by knowing how to really execute those, you can kind of eke out those extra percents and just kind of,
they add up.
And they add up, and over time, they add up a lot.
That was a cool thing, too. So I was actually down on the ground, and you use that, down tilt to pop me up first, and then you can move that into a combo.
Absolutely. There's so many Street Fighter-esque details that that Ryu has. I mean, everything from his focus attack, double tap forward, this, and throwing something. It's all very Street Fighter-ish. So it's a good thing to kind of bone up on your Street Fighter knowledge before you kind of attempt Ryu. If not, then you're about to learn a lot.
Well, I mean, that opens up a whole other topic, which is how does Ryu change the way that Smash Brothers is played? So, definitely in the competitive scene and in the online scene, introducing a character like Ryu is going to change, what the landscape is of play. I mean, it's a game changer, really.
Definitely. I mean, it's because if you think about the matchup with Ryu, I mean, one-on-one, if you're taking someone else on, you got to take a look at his tools, right? He has really good kind of fireball pressure. He can go, and then you have to know how to manipulate that fireball pressure by holding that. He has an instant up-close move. His uppercut is amazing. The Shoryuken is really good. He can cover a lot of distance. He's one of the only guys that can do this and cancel out of something and then combo into something else. So it's about baiting someone and knowing what to do right after that to secure your KOs.
Why don't you break down, a lot of people out there already kind of know some of the lingo, but why don't you break down about what canceling is, talk a little bit about animations, because you want everyone to kind of get some tips out of this.
All right, got it. So, hey, check this. So, for example, other characters in this game, you have to press, if you tilt, if you hold down and press the A button and you have one move, you have to wait for this move to come back. For example, you have to do this and you can throw a fireball right after. What a cancel is you can technically, with Ryu, you can hold down, press the A button, and cancel the animation of him retracting his leg, which means you can cancel the recovery frames of that move to go into another move. You really should find out each of those moves, whether it's, this and canceling into an uppercut to guarantee damage, or, locking someone in and then knowing what combos and what doesn't. So a helpful tip is go through all of his moves and see what cancels, or also called 2-in-1s, and, also knowing how to use, weird properties of his stuff, like holding forward and press the A button, knowing that collarbone breaker, it just destroys shields. I mean, it's the wrecker of worlds. It's silly. I mean, it's really silly.
Well, a lot of people watching may not know that, JC is a huge Street Fighter fan. You always have been.
Oh my gosh.
Big Street Fighter player. I mean, how does Ryu play differently in Smash Brothers? What are some of the big differences that you noticed?
Oh, dude, check it out. So one of them is I was surprised when I first got my hands on him. I was running left and right like this. I'm like, okay, he's got a running animation. Usually, he has some kind of some kind of dash or walking animation. He could jump, but really weird. Holding forward, running, and pressing the A button, and knowing how that spacing is used to really use it. That's one. Two, using the double jump. I mean, Alpha maybe had a double jump. I think some other games had a double jump, but you really knowing how to use that double jump because he is very different. Another one is Street Fighter. Usually when you throw out a move and you land or something, you're kind of done. But in the air, there's so much more recovery options that you can side B, then up B in the air. So, I mean, you can come back from a while out as long as you know how to use it.
Well,
so,
talk a little bit about when you think it's best to use light or heavy attacks. Like, when do you want to mix those in?
Oh man, see, this is where it gets really crazy. To use light, medium, and knowing what to use in any particular situation, you want to know who you're up against and what percentage they're at. Because the longer you hold the button, the stronger that move is. Just like Street Fighter, you have your weak, you have your medium, and then you have, of course, your strong attacks. So as long as you know that, hey, Pac-Man's up at 179, I know for a fact that if I uppercut him in its sweet spots, it's going to KO. I think that range of, if you just press up and B, you should know that that's going to KO at about maybe 90 to 100 depending on the stage and how high you are. But if you do the input and you actually do the Shoryuken motion, like, forward, down, down, toward, you can KO him at a couple percent earlier. So if you're at 85, you want to connect with that up close, and it should KO on Final Destination or other Battlefield-like stages.
There's a lot of nuance with this character. I mean, this is kind of like an expert level character in a lot of ways.
It's not for the faint of heart. You gotta really know your stuff.
I mean, definitely you could start out playing this character, but not the easiest one to start out with.
Absolutely not. I mean, you should, knowing all this stuff, it's gonna take a while. I'm really excited to see all those people out there that right now, this character's available, and all those really high-level players are figuring out what to use, forward smash, how that recovers, what are follow-up options after a throw, like how many frames, what beats stuff out. Like, it's a lot of detail to know, and I'm excited. There's going to be a lot of good stuff.
What are the controls like? A little bit different, obviously, being on GameCube controller, Street Fighter kind of feel. Have you noticed a lot of difference for kind of those Street Fighter fans who are jumping into Smash to play Ryu?
What's funny? It's like if you have basic knowledge of Street Fighter, everything from holding a button and doing something called negative edging, which you can hold down a button, do the command input and release, you can still get that off, all the way until knowing that you can actually parry if you perfect attack stuff. So let me try to get it. Here. Like that. So you had to know that that's frame specific. You had to know that to use it, but if you can use it, oh man, it's good. So if you are a Street Fighter player and you're hopping into Smash for the first time, dude, you're going to have a heck of a fun time with Ryu, dude. It's going to be it's like candy.
Well, I got to ask you guys something. Top tier?
Top tier. Ooh.
The top tier character?
I don't think
competitive.
Top tier list necessarily, but he's up there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can't watch Smash being played without jumping in. Can we get a match going? I really.
You want to do this?
I gotta play. All
right, if you want to play, let's play. But first, I want to show someone something because I love doing this up close. This is his animation, his final smash. If you use it up close, it's this 3-hit like it's so beautiful. And a lot of this stuff comes out from like Street Fighter Third Strike. There's like elements from Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what you're getting is the legacy of Ryu. It's really awesome.
Well, so it's just so wild to see this character in Smash Brothers, but. Yeah, let's jump into another match and we can talk a little bit about some of the other characters.
Yeah, most def, dude. Yeah. So let's do this. What do you think? 4 minutes? Let's do 4 minutes.
Yeah. Let's play a little 4-minute match. I gotta go with Roy because Roy's my boy.
Roy's your boy.
And well, talking about Nintendo World Championships.
Yeah. Man.
I mean.
Oh yeah.
Cosmo picking Roy, basically random. Like he didn't choose. His best character, and went with Roy,
with the crowd favorite,
brand new release character on the big stage when it counted, when all the chips on the table. Roy.
That is so.
And then he won with it,
and then qualified. Yeah, for the next round.
Qualified.
Like that is insane, and just an amazing moment. Yeah.
It is. That was so boss, dude. I know he's a really good Zelda player. I've been watching his videos. I follow him a little bit, and just seeing that dude, I was taking down scores and
dude, that was taunting.
I mean, other stuff back there, and man, that was
Cosmo's
so
a very well-known Smash player, very formidable player, but seeing that happen, we were really John Numbers also another really well-known Smash player. So obviously backstage, we were really we were surprised when that happened, but really happy. So. Let's talk a little bit about some of the other characters and some of the tips you have for that, JC.
Oh man, oh gosh, that was rough.
Oh, that just happened.
So for me, people have been messing around with Lucas, and Lucas has this super boss like up smash. I mean, that thing is what people don't get it. Don't. You know what? Fine.
Oh really? It's gonna be like that? Okay.
Oh, shut up.
That was pretty sick.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, I want it.
I want it so bad.
I want it. I want it.
Ooh. Oh, that's so bad.
It's all right.
You can actually angle.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Like. Yeah.
So bad.
Well, I've always liked playing Roy, even though I think, complain a lot last year about characters with strong counters. But it does always feel good when you connect a really good counter. Why don't you talk a little bit about Roy and what he has to offer?
Oh, Roy has some really cool stuff too, man. I mean, yes, if you do charge his, if you hold down the B button, it doesn't matter what percent. If you can get it fully like off, then I mean, it will KO at any percent. I mean, you can wreck people, but I mean, it takes forever to charge, and you will hurt yourself too.
It's actually the strongest move in the game, the strongest single move.
Absolutely.
With his neutral B, it's insane.
I'm trying not to get hit by it either, because you're.
But at the same time, his neutral B actually hurts him. So if you charge it to full, it's going to hit him by 10%.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, being able to land that move, though, at full charge, it's basically impossible. I mean, somebody would have to be incapacitated to make that happen.
I think it's going to be easier in a multiplayer match when other people are distracted.
Yeah.
But
so, Smitty, what about Lucas?
What's that?
What about Lucas?
Oh, Lucas.
I mean, you know, obviously Lucas and Ness have similar moves, but he has some differences. I got my.
Woo!
Sorry, I'm trying to wreck fools right now.
Oh.
Oh!
Get off.
I tried. I always want that dunk.
You know,
get out of here. Get out of here.
Uses the PK moves.
No! Yeah. I'm back in it.
I don't know if you guys know what PK stands for, but
dude, PK everything. No.
Little trivia for you.
Okay, watch. I'm gonna start trying to play him like Street Fighter for a bit.
I've been accused of the stale moves in the past with that counter, but it's just so tempting. You got to do it all the time.
Oh.
You know, landing that spike with Roy is not super easy.
Oh, definitely not, dude. I mean, some of his frame recovery stuff, too, is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You have to really know, like, what move you're throwing out with Roy, because it is different. Oh. Getting carried.
Why are you burning me? Just get off.
There you go.
Ow.
Good job.
Hurt a little bit.
Good job, assist trophy.
I don't even. What is going on? Okay.
What's going on today? Many a beat down. Oh.
I absolutely love this stage, too. All right. There you go. Roy's recovery is really solid.
It is.
All right, it's my turn.
You know, I think it's a balancing thing, but Ryu's recovery isn't great. You can use that as a side B to kind of get back on the stage horizontally, but vertically, his recovery is
I jumped into that. I was trying to show off the side B recovery.
I was trying to show off Spinal Smash, so worked out really well for me.
Oh, no.
Oh, that would have been a good follow-up, too, man. Parry to down throw to up air. Oh, okay.
Oh, these characters feel so good. So good.
Does.
So, GC, let's jump into one other really quick match, and you can talk a little bit about, you know, some of the tips out there for some of these other characters. You know, Roy and Lucas. You know, any really kind of go-to combos for you?
Ooh, for you, I think it's matchup specific, man, because some people fall heavier than others, and some people will fly out, and you can, like, DI out of things, man. You can just, like, hold up left or hold up right, and, you know, you can get out of certain combos. So I think it depends on what the character is. The heavier they are, you know, if you can get them, like, locked at low percentages, you probably want to start using a lot of your medium kicks and, you know, your strong attacks rather than, like, other things. So.
Well, you know, talk a little bit about some of the other content that was released. It doesn't just end with these characters. There's all kinds of other good stuff out there, too.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of new Mii Fighter costumes that are, of course, you have a little bit of Tekken-inspired stuff. You got Heihachi in there now. And you have a really awesome, like, costume for, who was it again? Oh, it's Akira. That's right, and Jackie from Virtua Fighter.
Those are awesome.
So now you have, like,
almost looks like an entire new character, yeah.
Oh man, it's really funny because I'm like, when is the last time we ever thought in a Smash Brothers game that you'd see Virtua Fighter, Street Fighter characters?
That counter.
And Tekken characters.
And a Tekken character all in the same game. It's like, what is going on here?
You can mix and match.
Almost got back. Almost got back.
I'm never gonna live that down. That's so good.
Doesn't count if you don't get back.
Yeah, that was good. That was.
Oh man, no, I'm not gonna live that down. I don't even know what happened there. Okay, thanks guys. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I didn't want to move for.
Oh no, get away! No. You were going for that. Oh man, if you landed that up smash, that would have been so bad.
Oh man, I keep messing up that recovery. I don't think I'm gonna win this one, guys.
I don't. Come on.
Well, you know, one thing we could do here is you want to duck out of this match real quick and show some of that new content.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if you,
Besides, I was totally gonna win this one anyway.
You
so
probably
it's
were.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, it's no big deal at all.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that screen.
Oh, that's nice. I should have taken a picture.
Yeah, I know
something.
exactly.
I was like, hey, that's pretty pretty.
Yeah, that was not a good look for me.
I love how all my KOs were like of Roy. All right, let's back out a second.
Yeah, walk us through. So we have stages too.
Oh yeah, we do have stages. So check this. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go to custom stuff so I can show some of those Mii fighters and see what else we got. It's got to create one. I think it's like a gunner one. I think we also have a really cool like Isabelle outfit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's see here. That's actually pretty awesome. She has a party popper, and she's got a little tail
it's
too.
Intimidating.
It's intimidating,
very
but watch.
intimidating.
And she like throws punches too, or well, the Isabelle, you can still throw punches.
Yeah, she can
So, anyway, so let's see. Nah.
Actually, the Inkling ones for the gunner.
Oh, it's right. There's like Inkling. There's like a whole Inkling thing. I'm like, sweet. You want to show that?
Yeah, yeah.
We have to create a whole another one though, but here, let's go back and let's do this. We're getting slim on time here, so let's
Yeah,
see
we're kind of running out of time here. But
we can probably show a stage or two.
yeah, I don't think we have time. So you know, basically, why don't you recap everything that's included? And you know, we got some obviously new characters, stages.
Gotcha. So
so
you got 3 characters. You have Roy, you have Ryu, you have Lucas. They just came out. Of course, you have Mewtwo from before. You have 8 new, Mii fighter costumes. You have 3 different stages technically. You have Dreamland from the 64 version. You have Suzaku Castle, which is Ryu's stage, and you also have the Miiverse stage, which is free. So you know, there's a ton of stuff for people to come back for sure.
Lots of good stuff. Hopefully, we got you guys some good tips out there to crush your foes with these brand new characters. Anyway, we'll be right back with some more games shortly. See you soon.